making sweet potato cornbread here at the Young's house, and I am so excited to show you how easy it is to make this cornbread. This cornbread is magnificent. Yes, it has a sweet taste to it. It is absolutely amazing, and I know you're gonna love it. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some sweet potatoes. So now listen, I have the canned kind and I have drained them. Use sweet potatoes or yams, whichever. But if you don't want to use that, you can just use 2 medium-sized sweet potatoes and boil them ahead of time, okay? You're going to need 1 cup of white granulated sugar. Yes, you can use the Splenda if you would like to. You're gonna need 1.5 cups of yellow cornmeal, and then I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. You're gonna need 1 tablespoon of baking powder, not baking soda. We're gonna do something really interesting with this honey. And of course, you're gonna need some buttermilk. You can use any kind of buttermilk that you can find. And you're gonna need some butter, okay? You're gonna need 1 stick, and then you need 1/2 stick for a lovely sauce that we're gonna make. You're gonna need a couple spices to make it come together and taste amazing. I got some salt. Just a pinch or 2 of salt we're gonna put into this recipe. You're gonna need just some vanilla extract. I have cinnamon and allspice. If you don't have allspice, you can always use Chinese spice. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make sweet potato cornbread Gina Young style. I hope y'all are having a great day today, and if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this recipe. I want to hear from everybody. Do you love cornbread like we do here at the Young's house? We have it often. But this right here, we may have it maybe twice a month. Yes, my family requested it because it's so delicious. So now look at this. This is the baking dish that I'm going to use. For this amount that we're making, this is going to be the perfect size. So the first thing we're going to do for our sweet potato cornbread is we're going to take 1 stick of butter. Doesn't matter what kind of butter. You know, use what kind you love. I'm going to melt this in the microwave until it's fully melted, and then we need to make sure that it has cooled down before we add it into our recipe. Cool down just enough so it doesn't turn our eggs into scrambled eggs. So I'm going to get this into the microwave, and then we're going to measure out all of our wet ingredients. So for our wet ingredients, it's going to be our white granulated sugar. Believe it or not, your sugar is a wet ingredient because it dissolves as soon as anything wet touches it, okay? Lovely. So that's just 1 leveled off cup white granulated sugar. Let's go ahead and put 3 large eggs right in. You can use medium-sized eggs if that's what you have. That's fine. And then we're going to measure out 1.5 cups of the sweet potatoes. So whether you have a fresh sweet potato that maybe you've boiled it or baked it, make sure it measures out to 1.5 cups, okay? If you're using a fresh sweet potato, it's probably going to be 2 medium-sized potatoes, okay? Since I'm using the kind in a can, you can use yams or sweet potatoes. Just get them into a measuring cup and get the desired amount, okay? I'm just going to kind of push them down to make sure my measurement is correct, and actually that's perfect. Lovely. And then we're going to put 1 more wet ingredient in, and that's going to be our vanilla extract. Get you some in and don't measure. Yes. You're going to need 2 cups of buttermilk. So go ahead and put it into this. Okay, that's about 2 cups there. We're going to pour it right in, and my butter has cooled down enough to where it's not going to turn those eggs that's in there into scrambled eggs. So let's get the butter in, and then I'm going to take this handheld mixer and mix all of these wet ingredients up before we add the dried ingredients, okay? So let's go ahead and add our butter just like so. It's easy. Now we're going to put together our dried ingredients, which is you're going to need 1 tablespoon, not a teaspoon, a tablespoon of baking powder. Okay, and this little lip right here, I use that to level off the baking powder so we can have correct measurements, right? If you don't have correct measurements when you're baking, it just won't turn out right. Okay, lovely. There we go. Right in, and then we're going to put 1.5 cups of yellow cornmeal. Okay. And then we're going to put 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Okay, this is the perfect opportunity to put our salt in just a little bit But if you want to leave it out, you can. But believe it or not, when you're baking and you got a little bit of sweetness to whatever you're baking, you put that salt in there and it just makes it perfect, okay? So let's go around with our whisk and mix these ingredients together. And then we'll turn around and put these wet ingredients that we mix right in with our dried ingredients. But mix this up very well first. Now first, let's talk about this batter here. Because it's so thin, when you begin to mix it up, if you're using this handheld mixer that has the 2 beaters to it, it does go all over the place. It goes everywhere. But, you know, you get the gist. Just get it mixed up. And yes, you may have some lumps. And the lumps are going to come from the sweet potato. Just really blend it up as much as you can without making the biggest mess, right? So that's what I did. And at some point when the camera was on pause, I did like this just to mix it up, okay? And then we're going to go ahead right now and put this in, okay? So let's add all the ingredients. And then I want to put my seasonings in. The seasonings is what makes it taste almost like a sweet potato pie or a pumpkin pie. All right, look at this. Go ahead, get wild with the cinnamon and the allspice, okay? Just like this. That's where your flavor is going to come in at. Okay, we're going to blend these together. Mix it. What we're going to do, we need to take this baking dish and we need to oil it just so we can make sure it doesn't stick. One of the worst things you could do is you go to bake something and then you can't get it out the pan, right? So I just got some vegetable oil and a clean paper towel. Just gonna get all the nooks and crannies, the corners, the edges, in the bottom, just like this. And now we're gonna pour our mixture in, okay? So tonight we're having fried chicken, we're having macaroni and green beans, and I couldn't help myself but to make sweet potato cornbread. Let's go ahead and do like my grandma would do. She would always say when she would bake a cake or something, she'd say, knock it on the counter, just like this to get the air bubbles out, and so I always do it. Okay, so once that's done, get this into the middle rack. If you don't have a middle rack, take one of your racks, put it in the middle, because you don't want this to be up too high in your oven or down too low. Put it in the middle on 350. This part right here, this is optional. I don't always do it, but I might do it today. Okay, so I'm going to use a half a stick of butter or less. It's really up to you. What are we doing? We're making a honey butter sauce, which you can drizzle all, I know, I don't even have to finish it, right? You can drizzle it all over your sweet potato cornbread if you want to. So I like to have it available just in case there's a family member that says, you know, I want some of that sauce, right? So how much honey? Is as much as you want, as least or as much. I'm not gonna put a lot, but I'm gonna put enough to where you can taste the honey butter, right? This just gets put into the microwave and I don't heat it up until, you know, we get ready to have the cornbread. Here's what you do. It's so exciting. It's done. It smells beautiful. The whole house smells amazing, right? So now, never mind right there. I don't know how I smashed it with my thumb. You take your melted honey and butter, drizzle it, or since you're using a silicone brush, you really can just paint it on. Now listen, I'm not taking this out the pan, not right now. I want it to cool down because I don't want it to break apart when I cut it, right? So once it cools down, we're gonna cut it into squares and you stack it and serve it. And there you have it, sweet potato cornbread, Gina Young style. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends, tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. And Father, on today, we thank you for this bread. We thank you for your hedge of protection and your mighty love. Amen. Let's taste. I'm excited. You're excited. Your stomach's rumbling. I know it is. Never mind the food back here. I got another video I'm getting ready to do right after this uploads. Let's taste. Oh my goodness. Take a bite. I'm going in. Never tasted sweet potato cornbread? Try this.